Yo, the song is a classic, dog. So don't get me wrong. But why did H Town start knocking the boots with yeah?
Hey Joe, what you
You
said?
muted, Joe.
Hey,
Damn.
my dog Joe, he had to
My dog Joe disappeared at the most crucial moment, dog.
facts. We needed the breakdown.
But nah, you hold on, hold on.
Am I
All right,
getting
you
that?
back. There we go, there we go.
Good,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
like song is fire. Don't get me wrong, bro. But when you think about it,
yeah.
that's a crazy way to just start the record. Like, you
No,
think they
for real.
recorded the intro first, or they did it last? You know, sometimes you don't got the
Yeah,
intro right away. So like, it'd be crazy if that's really just the first thing he did when he got in the
that'd be.
studio. You know what I mean?
You
You
know,
heard the,
someone was in there was like, oh yeah, that's hot
that's it
right
right
there.
there.
As I said, no, that's that. I want that whole thing back. Yell right there.
Yo, facts,
Yo, a dog heard the beat and said, "Hey, I got something for that. Hold up."
facts.
No, you know, he used to do that. Genuine, like in So Anxious, he just used to do them yells. It's like, yo, my man, calm down. I see
Yeah,
the
he used to
video that
just
said,
get crazy notes like
I
for
see
no
the video
reason.
said, me and you at 11:30. And he said, it's 9 o'clock where you been. He's like, it's 10:10. Where you been? He's like, yo, it's been like 40 minutes. We're meeting at 11:30. What you yelling at me for? That's what them R&B song used to be like. You had to yell, show that emotion.
Yeah, facts. Yo, R&B is like in a dope place now. It was like a little iffy for a little while. Shout out to Dante and Yams, man. He been getting that
Yeah,
playlist jumping, but
for
like
real.
even just tapping in with that page and seeing all the R&B artists that's out here and like the sound and the vibes and everything is like, damn, bro, like R&B is really coming back. I feel like people are just even tired of listening to rap just from the point of view of like the popular rap. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The sound got so commercial that it was like it's like a certain flow right now, and it's like a lot of people like they kind of just check out when they hear that flow. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yep.
So the
That's
R&B,
why I like, I know Lester's not going to advocate, but that's why I like Tory Lanez, man. I think he brings the hybrid of the passion in R&B versus the style of R&B today.
I agree.
yeah, yeah, he does like he tries to keep it true to like the art form and like the style, even like when he does the
The chick
80s
sticks.
influence, you know what I mean? The the samples. He's it's funny, man. Like Tory Lanez is like this thing where like I should like him.
Mm.
I just don't. I don't know what the reason is. Like I like certain joints from him. I like some of like the early like the chick tapes, like the first two.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those were crazy. You know what I mean? And that concept was super dope. But I don't know, man. Like some I don't know. It's like a weird thing that I used to be so against before, but now I kind of like get it, and I don't know why it happens, but for me, it's like you can't rap and sing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it just I'm gonna like one or the other because it's almost like a conflict of interest in my mind. You know what I mean? Like,
I
it's
feel you.
like, bro, you either a rapper or a singer. Like, I understand an artist is an artist. I feel that. You know what I mean? But like, there's something about you can't take a really good singer serious as a rapper and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Is that why you not really a big Drake fan?
No, I actually was a huge Drake fan when he first came out because I felt like he perfected that thing that everybody had tried to do so many times, which is kind of what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for like somebody to be like a super dope singer and a super dope rapper.
Mm.
Is
He
that
for
why you don't rap anymore on your songs?
I don't rap anymore really just because my style of rap is mad old, bro. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, I was not gonna adapt because I like rap. I don't necessarily like. How do I say it?
Be like Max Kellerman on there.
Like, yeah, facts. Like, it's like I like rap in like a certain style. You know what I mean? I don't like rap to be like adapting to like how people rapping now and like you know what I mean? Like I just liked a certain kind of rap, and when that rap went out the window, rap for me went out the window. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I wasn't about to make rap music the other way. You know what I mean? Like rap to me is like, bro, like I came up when we was like battling in the hallways. Like I came up off the cliche hip hop stuff. You know what I mean? Like I had to like once I started saying that I rapped, I had to prove myself in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like the older dudes, when we was outside playing ball and stuff, after everything was done, you know, it got dark and everything. And oh, I heard you rap. Let me hear something. You know what I mean? Like that's the rap that I came up under. Like you had to sound good in front of the person that's right there. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it was just a whole different style. Even like the sound was different. You wasn't listening to it really the vibe. It was more like you were listening to it for the art of it. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I feel like listening to rap was like you was almost like going on a ride, like it was an adventure type thing. You know what I mean? Like you ain't know what you was gonna hear just from the point of view of like what they were saying, because they were putting so much thought in the lyrics and the things that they were saying that's how it came across when you listen to it. Like you would hear the way a dude put together a intro to an album and it will blow your mind. Like, dang, bro, like how did he come up with that? You know what I mean? Like song concepts, different things like that. Like, bro, that is dead, bro. And as soon as that died, my rapper phase died with it. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to rap no other way. I was trying to rap that way. You know what I mean?
I think a good way to kind of put it is like, if you think to the rap era that you're talking about, you could really listen to that acapella and enjoy it. A lot of the stuff that we hear now, you know what I mean? Like if you took the beat away and you took the mixing away, it's not really much there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to the Nas thing. You know, a lot of people say Nas was picking whack beats before, which I agree that he wasn't picking the best beats. That for sure I will agree with. But it's like I'm not listening to Nas for the production. You know what I mean? I'm listening bro. Sometimes I don't even catch what's going on in the beats. I might listen to the song X amount of years later and be like, oh, dang, this beat had this sound in it, or like, oh, that was a dope switch up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to beats when I'm listening to Nas, dog. I'm listening to what the fuck he's saying, bro.
And that's why it makes sense why you love the art of rap so much, that you look past the beat and hear the music, rather than other people, which definitely like me, the beat has to hit first, and then I'm listening to the lyrics.
Yeah, and I think kind of like connecting it to Drake. I think that's why, like I said in the beginning, I like Drake a lot. Like his style when he first came on the scene, and like his first like 2-3 projects, super dope. Like the projects before he dropped like his first mainstream album, like the album, the first one.
Yeah.
And it was like I always say, like, and I've said it before on the podcast, like after he met Rick Ross, I feel like he just like turned into this whole other character guy. And it was like, as a rapper, I couldn't respect him after that. You know what I mean? It's like
after Stay Scheming.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what you saying now is not real, and like it's not even coming across as real. It's just coming across as like some slick stuff you saying, but you're not saying nothing. It's just slick words that sound nice over the beat. You know, nice little nothings, but it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's this substanceless. Like the stuff he's talking about, the points of the songs, like all of it to me is just like fluff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
no, that's why like you said, like So Far Gone, like ignorant shit. The one he had with Wayne spitting over that Isley Brothers beat. Like, I'm the property of October. He was just spitting. He wasn't trying to be a character. He was spitting exactly who he was at that time. And that's what made that album so genuine and so original, because he was literally spitting the life between being Degrassi Drake and being the rapper Drake. And it made sense. It wasn't anything spectacular. It's like, bring the champagne, fruits, rosé, and some shots over. I think better when I'm not sober. It was just like simple rhymes that sounded great, that made sense to a rapper like him. And then he went on a different level. It's like, that's not you anymore. That's not.
It's
not
funny.
A gangster.
It's funny y'all say that too, because I actually just had a conversation about the new Big Sean album. You know, if y'all haven't heard that yet, check it out. It's pretty dope. You know, one of the things I saw was somebody basically saying that, you know, it was boring because, you know, I was expecting like moves or, you know, I don't fuck with you vibes. And I'm like, bro, the album is literally about like growth, clarity, love. Like, you know, he's speaking from a 36-year-old man perspective. And like, if you think about it and listen to the album, you know, it's an actual album. Like, he's putting songs together, and it's not just songs to make you hype. Like, he's putting like real stuff into the music. So like, people not really even listening to it like the way you're talking about it.
I'm gonna tell you something though about Big Sean, dog. It's something there that just doesn't connect with me. I mean, it's just like something that like it doesn't make you just like want to lock in with his sound. You know what I mean? Like there was a period, yeah, that I had that like Dark Sky Paradise times.
Yeah, love that album.
The
Early
one right,
album,
the album be right before that. You know what I'm
Finally
saying? Like
Famous.
there you go. No, no, not Finally Famous. There was another one after that.
I decided.
There was another one. I decided, but is there another one?
I mean, there's Detroit. There's I decided. Finally famous.
So
Dark
which
Sky
one is the
Paradise.
so Dark Sky Paradise was 15. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I decided. My bad. It's just I didn't
that was after
I
that.
looked
Yeah,
at the cover in my head, but I didn't remember what it was called. So yeah, Dark Sky Paradise and I decided that era of Big Sean, I was locked in and like
yeah, that was good. I like those.
those
It's
albums, I
soulful.
have a lot of that music like in my library and I rock
Mhm.
with it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
it's I don't know, bro. Like it's almost like I kind of put him in the same category for me, like where I will put like Wale. You know what I mean? Like Wale's dope, and he had an
love
era
him,
that I
man.
thought was dope too. But it's just something there that doesn't make me say that's one of my top guys. Hey
Yeah,
yo, you know
you
what
know
I'm
I,
what it
saying?
is?
Go
It
ahead, John.
There's not many rappers who can be so powerful in their mixtape era and then translate that into an actual studio album. And that I think
And
those
that
two
might
of
be
those
what it is.
guys.
Like I don't hear the I don't hear that spark with them in the albums that I like listen to it and it makes me go like you know what I mean? Like what I was
Mhm.
talking about, like with Nas, like where like you listen to the first Nas song on the album and he's saying some stuff that you're like,
And
bruh.
he didn't have a big mixtape era.
Yeah, but he came from a different era, so he did in his era,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did as
But
far as the
Illmatic,
freestyles. You know what I'm saying? Like before he dropped Illmatic, he had legendary freestyles. So he did have his quote unquote mixtape era. It just wasn't mixtapes at the time. You would just get a verse here and there on somebody's
yeah,
record. You know, you drop a freestyle over another beat. You know what I'm saying? But that era for Nas, like his freestyles were legendary. Like they were talking about his freestyles in New York, like it was
yeah.
like a myth or something, you know what I mean? Like, yo, have you heard that guy Nas and what he said? You know what I mean? Like it was like on that kind of level. So he did have his version of the mixtape era. But then he, like you said, he go into Illmatic and he's still going crazy. And you're like, dang, bro, like this guy is going off. Like with like, and it's like it's kind of like that Jordan LeBron thing where like Stephen A talks about it. Like he'll say people feel disrespected when you say LeBron is the second best basketball player of all time. Like you're giving him the second best of all time, and you're trying to tell me like there's no way. You know what I mean? Like regardless of how you fall on that argument, like you, it's a toss up either way. But it's like it's a thing of like you're up there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about Big Sean, Wale, like when I think about the best rappers of the last like 10, 15 years, I think about them for sure. They're up there, but they're not like the ones. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're up there. You're legendary. You're gonna be remembered like in rap forever. But it's just, you know what I mean? Like, there's just something there that just doesn't put you in that upper echelon. You know?
I will say I disagree. Not completely though. Like if I'm comparing Big Sean to the likes of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, I will say the consistency there when it comes to bodies of work, it's not there. However, I will say that the albums that I do like or enjoy, I enjoy them completely. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
Detroit
peep,
2.
but
Go
peep
ahead.
this. This is how I'm gonna prove to you that what you said is not the truth.
Okay.
So check it out.
Mhm.
Think of your best Big Sean album. Which one is it? Like the one
I
that you
say
For me,
Dark Sky Paradise. Oh,
to
go ahead.
me, I decided.
I decide. Okay,
Yeah.
just whatever it is for you, right?
Mhm.
Would you take it over your favorite Kanye album?
Probably
Mm,
not. Nah.
you can't. Nah, you
Would you
can't
take it
say
over
Nah.
your favorite
you
J.
can't
Cole
do that.
album?
You can't do
Nah,
that.
you can't. I know if I say you
No,
can't do
no,
that.
Yeah.
no, no, no. Would you
You
take
can't
it
tell
over
me
your
my
favorite
favorite
J. Cole
Jordan
album?
game
No,
when I
no,
take it over
no.
my
Okay,
favorite
but
LeBron
no, no.
game.
Let's
Right.
let's do the experiment. Would you take it over your
Nope.
favorite J. Cole album?
No.
Would you take it
I'm
over
not
your favorite
comparing them.
Nas album?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so far let's say 2-1. All
Okay.
right.
Hmm.
Would you take it over your favorite Jay-Z album?
Nah.
3-1. Would you take it over your favorite Lil Wayne album?
But they're all those rappers are
No,
are
hold
above
on.
Sean on my list.
But that's
Right, yeah,
exactly what I'm
facts.
saying. Sean is on the outside looking in. He ain't that top tier.
Can I tell you this? Can I give you some facts?
Let's get it.
Finally Famous Platinum. My last on Finally Famous Platinum. Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. Dance Platinum. Two Cruel Summer Tracks Platinum.
Go crazy.
On Dark Skin Paradise, I Don't Fuck With You Triple Platinum. Paradise Platinum. Blessings Platinum. Roman Can't Change the World Platinum. Play No Games Platinum. Champions Platinum. The Album Platinum. Bounce Back Moves. Jump Out the Window. Platinum.
crazy.
Platinum.
Are
Go
you
crazy.
ready? Are you ready? With what I'm about to hit you with?
All right.
You remember when Atlanta was the number 1 seed in the East for like 3 years straight?
Mhm.
The Hawks. You remember
Mhm.
that? You remember that, right? They would win like 60 games a year, 55, 60 something, 62 low 60s. I mean, they was going crazy. They were sweeping Cleveland in the regular series, right? I mean, in the regular season, right? Bro, when they got to the playoffs, they never, ever, ever beat LeBron 1 game. He swept them every time.
But does that mean they're not a good team?
It doesn't mean they're not a good team, but it means they're not upper echelon.
But
You
then
can't put them upper echelon if they're little boys.
But
If
that's
they're on the
Kanye
outside looking in, they not top tier, bro.
But you're comparing. No, wait.
No.
Like eight
check
out
this
of
out.
8, like basically 80% of the rappers that you named are from an era before Big Sean. That's
It
like
don't
me
matter.
saying wait. That's
'Cause
like me
Kendrick is
saying
the same
wait.
era.
But
J.
wait,
Cole is
wait.
the same era.
Right, and those are top dogs. But what I'm saying is this. Is that's like making the argument that if LeBron was in MJ's time, who will be better or whatever. Like that's literally making that argument.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
Nah, this is the argument.
And there was a younger team than LeBron, and so this is his era where I just spent. That's like Watch the Throne era. That's when Jay-Z and Kanye were still dropping music.
But peep game. This is my point. I feel like you guys are giving him honorary GOAT status. He's not up there.
No. I've never given him that status.
You're trying to give him. You're trying to give him.
Saying he kept up. He kept up.
You know what I'm saying? The buddy pat on the back. Like, no, he's the GOAT, man. No, trust me, man. He's one of the GOATs. He's not one of the GOATs.
All I said was the album was good.
Yeah.
No. But that's what I'm saying. My whole argument from the beginning was he's dope, but I don't look at him as a top tier rapper. You know what I mean?
Top tier is not a GOAT rapper.
No, I would definitely say he's in my
so what would
top
you
15, maybe top 10.
Both of y'all, let's do that. So we got to set the scale.
No, there's the GOATs.
What's top
tier?
There's
the GOATs.
So
and there's top
you,
tiers.
It's GOAT then top tier.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that scale, I would put Big Sean top tier.
Same. Agreed.
That's
like I said, he's in my top 15, maybe 10.
There you go. Top 15.
Yeah,
he's in that space,
and that's why all those rappers he's named are above him.
Are above him for sure
on that level, but I don't put him any lower than that.
That's the thing. So you guys, I feel like y'all have him rated where he needs to be rated.
Yeah,
but people be trying to act like he's on that up level. It's like, bro, he's not on that up level, bro. He's nice and he's dope, and I like Big Sean.
Yeah.
But bro, you're not gonna put him against the top 10 rappers of all time.
I mean, he's not LL Cool J or nothing like that.
Hey, yo.
Now, real talk. When I watched Big Sean, I knew when I watched Big Sean's Tiny Desk, which was this year, and I was like, my guy had the bang.
He got bangers, dog.
Every single one of them that I loved. That's when I was like, he's one of my guys.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, facts, dog. The whole. Everybody's trying to talk right now like the LL Cool J album went crazy. Like, bro.
Nah, bro.
I didn't even know there was an album.
Bro, the only reason I knew is because the ad came up and he was signing vinyls. Bro, that album was trash.
Eminem on there. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
bro, it's literally what I was talking about in the beginning, dog. Shout out to LL Cool J, pioneer, one of the cornerstones of hip hop.
I'll give him that.
He ain't in my GOAT conversation.
Nah.
But he's a pillar. You
took it to the next level. You know what I mean? Exactly. He marketed it.
And without him, who knows where we would be? You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna take that away from him. But bruh, nobody could tell me that he's a dope rapper, bruh. Especially at this time. Like that's what I was talking about earlier. Like there's a certain sound in hip hop that it just died, and like you just had to let it go, bruh. Like the people that are still rapping like that and holding on to it, it's like, bruh, if it isn't from that era, just leave it alone, bro.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
What I attribute to him is transcending the hip hop and R&B track, like doing it,
Yeah,
lounging,
yeah,
those
yeah.
tracks. Like, I still to these days, everybody's trying to make a track like that. Still,
Yeah,
to these days.
I will say that radio songs, bro. He had it, bro. He
Yeah,
had
like
it.
where the guy and girl just goes back and forth. He mastered that.
He had
Yeah.
that ear. He
Mastered
knew
that.
he knew when he heard them beats. He knew which ones was the ones that he knew what to do on them. That
Mhm.
I will say. When it comes to just bangers, like just
But the guy and girl bangers, like where they're talking to each other in a
and it's funny
song.
because he was on the Breakfast Club and he said that when they made Headsprung, him and Timberland, he
Mhm.
said they were literally just like doing the most random funny lyrics they could do. Like they were literally
Yeah,
just having complete fun with that song because they
that
knew
song
like
is a little
it was gonna
crazy.
be so random that people
Mm.
were just gonna talk about it like that. You know what I
They
mean?
call me Big Ellie.
Yep. So like it's like he definitely knew how to like lock into that sound and that vibe and stuff. But bruh, it's
And
kind
his
of like the
music
same thing we
videos.
talked about before, like with these like rappers that be like holding on to that old sound and
Yeah.
be hanging out at like old bars and doing ciphers and stuff. It's like, bro, like y'all don't gotta keep pretending this is cool, dog. Like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
could
Yeah.
just listen to newer rap. Like, not all of it is trash. You can sift through it and find some dope stuff. You can't just
Yeah.
reject everything new just because it's not this time capsule of an era that you want to live in for the rest of your life.
Right.
So check this. Speaking of rappers that transcend, do you think Lil Wayne has reached that pinnacle in his career where he's transcended every genre of music to where he would deserve to perform in the Super Bowl? Because that's what Jay-Z used as his excuse to choose Kendrick to perform, because how he transcended the music. And I get it. I will never take that away from Kendrick, but not in New Orleans.
All right. Go ahead, Quincy.
I would enjoy Lil Wayne on a set like a collaborative set. I wouldn't enjoy a full. And don't get me wrong, bro.
Like
Lil
Drake, yeah,
Wayne.
Dre was all collabs. Dre
That's
was
what
all
I'm saying.
features.
Something like that, and you bringing out, you know what I'm saying, popular New Orleans songs and stuff like that. That would be fire. The reason I say that though, because don't get it twisted. Lil Wayne is definitely one of my goats, like hands down. The only reason I say that though is just because of the occasion, and because of I'm looking at it from a business standpoint and the marketability of crossing over to all audiences. He has some songs, but
Everybody knows Lil Wayne. He did a rock album,
I
B.
mean, hey, but at the same time, it was like when he did the rock album. How many Black and Hispanic people were listening to that? Everybody said that was trash.
He's not trying to get them to tune into the halftime show. He's trying to get everybody who doesn't listen to his hip hop albums to tune into the halftime
Bruh,
show.
anybody that does a halftime show, they already have the audience that's going to enjoy the music, right? Even like when they have YouTube, even when they had like a band like YouTube come out there, it's like,
ooh, I got some real quick. Go ahead, keep going.
like even if you have a band like that, it's like they're worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like it's a great argument. It can go either way, but me personally, I would have preferred him like in a collaborative kind of you know what I'm saying? Maybe like obviously he headlines, brings out like Juvenile, brings out, you know what I'm saying? Just like New Orleans artists kind of vibe like that.
Yeah. The way I feel about this Lil Wayne Super Bowl thing with Kendrick is like, bro, Lil Wayne don't even do big shows like that, like right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could go see Lil Wayne in a small venue and not spend a lot of money like when he's on the road.
Mm-hmm.
This guy hasn't had like a relevant song that was just him, that wasn't just a feature in how long? You know what I mean? Like, and just like Quincy said, bro, like I came up on Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne just like Quincy,
Dr.
bro.
Dre didn't either, though.
But check this out. I like Lil Wayne before anybody even liked him. They thought he sounded weird, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
he came out with the Carter 1, that was when the shift changed. And even Carter 1 wasn't like everybody didn't
change.
jump on the bandwagon
400 Degrees
completely.
was even before that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were a Wayne fan, you know the Wayne before Carter 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Carter 1 was when people kind of was like, oh, all right, he's pretty straight. And then Carter 2 was when they were like, oh, nah, he's the GOAT.
He that guy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But going back to what you were saying, Joe, about Dr. Dre, the hits that Lil Wayne has, he don't have like transcendent songs that just everybody knows like that. You know what I
Except
mean?
like Lollipop.
And even Lollipop is not
Everybody
something
knows
that
that shit.
everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like people, bro, you're overestimating it because like we'll hear Lil Wayne all the time. Like the people we around like Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne is not on that level, bro. Like you just look at like his numbers, even like they're up there. It's kind of like, in no way, shape, or form I'm trying to compare him to Big Sean, but it's kind of like that. Like as far as like a big act, Lil Wayne is up there, but he's not on that level like of like what Quincy's talking about, like a big arena artist. You know what I'm saying?
I got one stat right now. Lil Wayne, with as much of a catalog as he has, and we know Lil Wayne goes back, has about 38 million Spotify listeners. Kendrick is sitting at 69. And then on top of that, did y'all see Lil Wayne perform at WrestleMania?
Bro, I was just about to
It was
talk
not
about his
good.
performance. Exactly. Lil Wayne was a dope performer back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like that era that I'm talking about, Carter 1, Carter 2.
How many Spotify listeners Dr. Dre got?
But dog, watch Lil Wayne perform, dog. If you watch Lil Wayne perform, and
I know, but I don't think he would do that at the Super Bowl. I know.
Bro, that's a big what if. You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna give you this
because I still seen him do hella. I still seen him do
100% on point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just too much of a gamble, bro. It's too much.
Hey, I got you right now, Joe. Real quick, Dr. Dre has about 24 million, but that's with 2 albums on Spotify.
And he did the Super Bowl. But he did the Super Bowl.
But that's what I'm saying though. Do them like how many albums does Lil Wayne have on Spotify compared to Dr. Dre? You know what I'm saying? Like just from a listening point.
But we're talking about who listens to who today. So we're talking about if the listeners today matter for the Super Bowl, Dre had less listeners, and Dre did the Super Bowl, and he did all features.
But that's an even better point, though.
Yeah, like, I know what you're talking about, but you gotta think about it, bro. It really goes back to what I was saying earlier. Lil Wayne is not a nationwide act like how we think, bro. He's more East Coast, dog. People on the West Coast is not listening to Lil Wayne like that, bro. They are not listening to Lil Wayne like we're listening to Dr. Dre over here.
But those are not the people who watch the Super Bowl.
But wait. Dr. Dre has 3 albums. One that dropped in 99, one that dropped in 92, and one that dropped in 2015. And he still almost has the same amount of monthly listeners as Lil Wayne, who's dropped millions of albums, bro.
And that doesn't even take into account the stuff that he's done for other people like Eminem, Snoop Dogg. Like, how many monthly listeners are they getting off of them songs that they have of Dr. Dre?
Yeah. And how many people have Wayne put on? He put on 2 of the biggest artists in the world still to this day.
Agreed.
That he can bring out and do. A bunch of young artists, a whole label full of artists that have bangers. A bunch of people who are willing to get on that stage with him and perform like bangers. Was Kendrick going to do the pop-up show with just West Coast rappers?
You know what I feel like you're doing is the cultural argument, which is valid.
Yeah, I'm talking about for New Orleans.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't make an explanation. You can't use an explanation for Kendrick that doesn't fall into some part of Wayne's career.
I know Wayne's coming out though.
Nah, he ain't.
Yeah, he is, bro. Kendrick is a huge Wayne fan.
But Jay-Z, the whole thing is Jay-Z don't fuck with him.
Drake, bro. Huh? Kendrick just fried Drake. You think Lil Wayne is gonna be out in the Super Bowl with him, bro?
That's a very good point.
It all started because Birdman didn't pay Neptunes for that. What happened to that boy? He never paid him for that.
Literally.
And it started with that. And that's why when Death of Autotune came out, they haven't fucked with each other since Mr. Carter on the Carter 3.
That's where the Pharrell thing even comes into play with Drake. Like, that's kind of like the origin of it.
That's it. I think any other rapper but Kendrick in New Orleans would have made sense. Kendrick next year would have made sense. But Kendrick this year in New Orleans is like 3 stabs in the back to hip hop, in my opinion, and that's where I let it rest.
Now, as a cultural argument, I can't disagree with anything you're saying because it makes a lot of sense. But just on a bigger scale, bro, like just Lil Wayne as a performer, the stuff Lil Wayne beyond his track record, like just like, bro, there's so many things that come attached to that.
50 Cent came out upside down.
Bro, you talking about 50 Cent, bro? That dude been in shape since 19.
But what I'm saying is he could bring anybody out to do some crazy shit. It's not a solo Wayne. It would not be a solo Wayne performance. Imagine he bring Juvie. What's his name? Who just got out of jail? The other hot boy just got out of jail. His name's slipping my mind. BG just got out of jail. Bring BG out. Bring Manny Fresh. Bring Birdman. Bring all the hot boys out. And bring Drake and bring Nicki out. That is a Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans because that is all Wayne.
Bro, and everybody there is going to be looking at each other like, I've never heard this song before in my life. All they're going to recognize is
that's crazy. That's crazy. There's no way that in New Orleans Super Bowl,
this is regional
with Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Oh, Nicki Minaj and Drake is a different thing, but all the New Orleans artists, bro, that's regional music.
If Dre went out there and performed The Chronic in The Chronic 2001, dog, and what was his 2015 one?
That is global music, dog. Like that's become like classics. Bro, we listen to that over here. We're on the whole other side of the country.
The people who were at the Super Bowl?
I'm saying Dr. Dre. We listen to that over here. Everybody, bro.
I wanted you to name 4 songs off The Chronic.
Bro, it's not even about the 4 songs.
Yeah, but 4 songs off The Chronic. If we listen to that like that.
Bro, the only thing people
you could name 17 songs off the Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3. That's just the first 3.
Bro.
We're gonna agree to disagree, but there's different ways to look at it, and I think it's unacceptable for whatever the reason was to choose Kendrick this year over Lil Wayne and what
Lil Wayne is never gonna do a Super Bowl, bro. Never.
Oh no, after this one,
where they're at, sure. even before this one, bro, he was never gonna perform at the Super Bowl, bro. It just wasn't gonna happen.
It's one thing. It's one thing to say like that's what they said about Dr. Dre. It's one thing to say like a GOAT in rap and a GOAT in hip hop, but like a Super Bowl performer, that's
exactly
that's a different conversation, bro.
Exactly.
It's a different conversation.
And Kendrick is that?
Yeah.
Bruh, you just because you're a Drake fan.
No, it has nothing to do with Drake, bro. It's all about Lil Wayne.
I just realized what's going on.
Nah. It has nothing to do with Drake.
Drake.
It has nothing to do with Drake is gonna do World Cup next year.
Circles for no reason. Dog.
Drake is doing World Cup this year, which is 4 billion views. Drake is gonna surpass this shit next year.
Okay, think about it like this:
World Cup.
So
Drake is surpassing this with the World Cup.
So let's be real. So let's be real.
So let's be real about Drake.
So let's be real. So why do you think Drake didn't get it then?
I don't want Drake. It's not about Drake. It's about Lil Wayne.
No. I'm just asking a question. It could have been anybody. I'm not advocating for Drake to have the Super Bowl. There's nothing. Well, why not?
Because it has nothing. I don't care where Drake performs.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that who cares where Wayne performs?
In New Orleans, I care.
No.
New Orleans, I care. And this is what, I'm gonna give you a prime example of what America thinks.
Ray sound like a superhero when he said that, dog.
Family Feud. Did y'all see the clip of Family Feud? The GOAT rappers on Family Feud. Did you see that clip?
Yeah. When they named like LL on that list,
yeah. Snoop Dogg was the #1 greatest rapper of all time. Then Tupac, then Eminem, then Dr. Dre, then LL Cool J, then Biggie, then 50 Cent, and then Jay-Z.
All those people on the list except Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent were all a part of Dr. Dre's performance.
They were all West Coast.
But no, not just that they're West Coast.
Oh,
That literally is the point, is that most of those surveys are by like random, obviously.
No, it's not random people. It's the people in the audience.
But people that's not a part of the hip hop culture the way we.
And guess what? Those are the people at the Super Bowl.
Exactly, and that's why Dr. Dre got it and Wayne didn't.
Lil Wayne
the people who are watching
did rap. He never transcended rap. It's exactly what Quincy said. When he did the rock
All
thing,
right, we're gonna see the
nobody
views.
cared, bro.
We're gonna see the views. You know, the ultimate test is gonna be the views of the halftime show.
Bro, you know that halftime show is about to go crazy.
That
Them numbers go up
halftime
every
show about to
year.
go.
Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gonna have to tell me about it.
You not
Okay,
watching?
It's okay, man. We understand.
I'll be watching the Manning cast.
This
You
is
know
like
they about to call Drake a pedophile worldwide. It's okay.
it's like a, nah.
I don't think they're gonna allow that. I don't think they're gonna allow
NFL is
that.
definitely
Yeah.
editing that song.
I don't think they're gonna allow him to perform that. No, he's gonna have a great set.
He'll do the
I'm
hook.
gonna watch it. Look,
He'll do
I
the
put
hook, I feel like.
I put Good Kid, Mad City up on. I redid my whole shelf. I still got Drake, but I only got my 3 favorite Drakes. I got Hendrix. I got 2014. I got Good Kid, Mad City. You know, I got all the Kanyes. I am gonna if it's like the pop-up show, yeah, it has nothing to do with Drake. That's everything to do with Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just
Jay-Z
really
might be
feel
the
like Wayne just never reached that next level. Like he was never able to cross over in a way that the other artists we talked about have. You know what I mean? Like the type of global hits people had, like, and just like the household name of it, like even like the Snoop thing is because of Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Dre is recognizable. Like that's like, bro, grandma's gonna know who Dr. Dre is. You know what I mean?
But from what I saw, though, they said that the city actually has a lot to do with making the decisions as well, not just.
He's a co-producer. He has 50% decision in who performs every year.
Who, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Damn, that's powerful.
Yeah.
He's the co-producer of the halftime show.
But honestly, though, like I feel like you made a lot of valid arguments, but I think at the end of the day, it's really just like the business of it. You know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne is not, he don't got that aura to like for them to say, like, bro, the Super Bowl halftime show is a big deal. Like they're not gonna just give him that as like a you deserve it type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to really, really have the numbers and make the sense to do that. Like they gotta feel like you're gonna bring, you know, money to them by performing. You know what I mean? And they definitely didn't see that in Lil Wayne. Like no matter how dope his music and how influential he is, he's not one of those artists right now. You know what I mean? And he might not have ever been that big. You know what I mean? Like maybe at that Lollipop time, he could have done like a Super Bowl performance because he had like a really good run up to that. And he was still like in shape to like perform good. Like he was still doing good performances around that time. But definitely not now.
Yeah. But on a lighter note,
now.
Okay. I'm over here I'm not even gonna list these. He won the World Music Awards Best Selling Hip Hop Artist in 2008. I don't know. I got a bunch of international awards that he's won. But I ain't gonna do that.
But what was it? Best selling what artist?
Yeah.
Best selling what artist?
He got
artist. It didn't just say artist. It didn't say best selling artist.
So let's go to Kendrick.
It said hip hop.
So let's go to Kendrick.
Bro, Kendrick just won a global, like, what was it?
Wait, we're about to see. We're about to see right now.
And wasn't the Kendrick the first one this year to get a hip hop #1 with Like That?
Mm-hmm.
Rap hadn't got one #1 this whole year on the top 40.
Mm-hmm.
And Like That was the first one, I believe. Kendrick.
They don't even have a list. He doesn't have an awards to have a whole table full of lists of them in his wiki.
So,
Kendrick. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but he got too many, bro.
No, there's a whole list by tables, by category, by award show for Wayne, and he just has, and Kendrick just has 3 paragraphs.
Bro.
No, I'm just telling you
the
what
man
I'm
has
reading.
a poll. How do you say it?
Pulitzer Prize, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, you know that's a Pulitzer Prize? Joe Biden.
How's that working out for him, pal?
Yo,
debate, dog.
Nah, I know, man. I'm gonna have to tap in. I gotta see what they talk about. I gotta get my popcorn. I know I'm about to be laughing.
You think they listen to Lose Yourself like when they getting ready before?
Nah, I heard Donald Trump be listening to Many Men.
Many Men.
Oh, the debate tonight?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I ain't watching that. I'm gonna watch Baddies Caribbean.
Baddies Caribbean. You was Baddies Caribbean at Quincy's wedding, dog.
Yes, boy.
I was in
Yo,
the zone.
you was in the zone, out of the zone. You went through the zone,
All
Twilight
those on.
Zone, auto zone,
I
get in
was
the
fighting
zone.
for the zone boxing.
Yo, facts. You was just zoned. Yo,
Nah, it
Nah,
was a great
the best
weekend.
the best part about Joe that weekend was gradually as the day progressed, his language changed. He was speaking perfect English in the beginning of the day. Then by the time it hit like 7, 8-ish p.m., he started speaking Slovakian. And he like,
No,
yo,
that's when you get that steak butter. That's when you get that steak butter.
yo, you was speaking Buttonese. That's what it was, bro. Buttonese.
That's what I tell you. That's where that steak butter came from, right there.
Bro, we was dancing that whole night. Hey yo,
yeah,
the wedding night, bro. That
yeah,
was like
no.
a whole like marathon of dancing. We really looked like Vice City characters that day for sure.
Facts, dog. I'm still mad. Nobody, I can't find a video of us turning up to get what was it?
Get low,
Get low.
bro. Once I heard that come on, I was like, oh nah, bro. This is high school, bro. Get drunk real quick, one time for the one time. But how
It
does
was
it
a vibe, man.
feel, Quincy, Mary Man Johnson?
It's cool, man. I'm just glad that we got through all the planning. We had a great time. I feel like the weekend went by without a hitch. And
Easily.
that just took a load off pause.
Hey yo,
Yeah, man.
bro. We spent most of every day at the poolside bar,
Mm-hmm.
just hanging out there, drinking, vibing, taking shots with James. Shout out to James. He was on the podcast before, Flight Vintage. Make sure y'all check him out.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I
man,
was drinking Alfonso special.
dog, oh yeah, the Andres special, bro. That's hitting, dog. But yeah, we was just at the bar all day. Whenever we got hungry, we go to that little grill by the beach, get a burger, a hot dog,
Oh, it's the best thing.
nachos or something, recharge, go back to the pool. Bro, that was like the perfect just vibe weekend. Like we was
Facts.
super chilling, bro.
Facts, dog.
It was a beautiful weekend, man. Great people there. What a great group to have out there. It was definitely an amazing time. I'll do
Yeah,
it again
man.
every day.
Shout out to Robin, man. That was a super dope wedding. It looked like she had a good time. She was dancing the night away as well.
Mm-hmm.
Saying we had the reception, and then there was like a club on the resort, and it was like midnight. And I went back to the room and I text Quincy in the group chat for the wedding. Like, no, Quincy was like, "Yo, we at the club." And then when I got back to the room, I was like, "Y'all still there?" Later, Quincy, yes. I was like, "Hey, we out to the club?" And she's like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Club, yo, we was literally dancing so we couldn't no more, bro. At one point, I
Facts.
sat down. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't take it no more." Dog.
Nah, man, that job was a blast. Dog. I feel like it like the whole weekend, bro. I was just like having a good time. Like there was no breaks. You know what I mean? Just having a good time the entire time, bro.
Yeah, it's like
That,
best case scenario when you planning something like that. It reminds me of like when me and Val won the cruise. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
our honeymoon. How it was just like a thing that was like so memorable. It's like yours. It's like just how like perfect everything was, and like just how much of a vibe it was is like the memorableness of it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
mm-hmm.
there's nobody that could say like that they had a whack time or it was whack out there or anything like that. Like it was a super vibe the whole time, bro.
Nah, and that's how unfortunate how true is that time flies when you're having fun. Because I remember with that first morning we was in that pool, and it felt like 40 minutes, and we're like, yo, we've been in here for 4 hours.
Yo, facts.
Like it felt like 40 minutes. It's like time really flies when you're having a good time, man.
Bro, and dog, like I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast, bro, but I was deathly afraid of flying. So like ever since this wedding was announced, I've been having nightmares, dog. Like it was driving me crazy. So like the fact that the flights were perfect both ways, the fact that the trip was so dope, the wedding was dope, the resort was dope. Yo, when I came back, I felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders from the relaxing, from just not having to worry about taking a flight no more. Like I came back like with a triple charge, bro. It was like exactly what was needed, bro.
Yeah, nah. Appreciate y'all, boys, man. I can't wait to get the video, dog. It was
Oh yeah,
beautiful, man.
still getting that, bro. Yeah, that's dope. They
Yeah,
was going ham with the drone
with the
out there, bro.
drone. Oh my god, bro, they was going dummy.
Yeah, bro. Yo,
I'm ready for it.
I don't know if everybody think I'm like a heartless creature, but they were all so surprised that I was crying at the wedding, dog.
Yeah, nah. It was funny too because I heard it, but I didn't know who that was. And I was too busy. I had that one single thug tear, and I was like, bro, I just get down to this, get down to the altar, bro. I can't take it.
No, I was balling, boy. I was crying out there. Had the whole setup. I was looking at you. Then I'm looking at Robin and her parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking
Mm.
at how y'all looking at each other. I look at Val. I'm like, damn, bro, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I was up there. I was up there crying, dog. I knew I was gonna cry though, and Val knew I was gonna cry. So that's the funny part. Like
Mm.
she already knows I'm a big softie, so like it wasn't a surprise to her.
Yeah, and then you killed that the one of the best man speeches.
Oh yeah,
That was
facts.
good too.
He went dummy, bro. Grandpa went up to him like, "Yo, man, you know," he gave him the props.
Yeah, man, that was super dope. Just like getting that not recognition but the acknowledgement, you know what I mean, like because for me like I wanted to make sure it was heartfelt and like I especially like as a lyricist and as an artist, like you're kind of like moving things around, like you're trying to make sure that it is what you wanted to do, and that's like portray your like admiration for your friend, like
Mm.
reflection of what's happened, what's gonna happen, like highlight all the good and everything. So like just like being able to pull that off for me was like super, like bro, like it even gave me confidence. Like after that, I'm like, damn, bro, like it just made me feel like, damn, I could really do that. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
just like going forward with other things too. You know what I mean?
And he had it written down, and then he just didn't even go with it.
Yeah, I got about halfway through what I had written, and then like like I just felt myself tapping into something that I was like, oh nah, this is better than what I was gonna say to end it. You know what I mean?
It's
Hmm.
always the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's
So
for
it was
sure.
like it was perfect because like I said what I really wanted to say, which was up front and what I wrote down. And
Hmm.
then what I didn't say, there was only like one little piece that I didn't get off, but it wasn't like nothing crazy, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But it was just dope. It was dope being able to just represent in a good way like that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like it was
You did your big one.
yeah,
Facts.
fact. I like the idea that you get a responsibility like that and you execute it in a way that makes the person that gave it to you like proud that they did it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
justify it. You know what I mean? And it
Facts.
made me feel like that happened. So I was like, damn, that's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big tune.
It was definitely a vibe, man. I never been to a wedding like as like part of the wedding party like that. I did do that for my brother when he got married, but I also like gifted him the wedding video, and I had the people I was working with at the time, like we had a wedding photography and videography company. Like my partners worked it, and I was like directing as I was like part of the wedding. So like it wasn't really like that experience. And when I did my brother's speech, like I came off shaky and I felt it. And I was disappointed in myself. Like I was like, damn, bro, this is my brother's speech. And I didn't like put the emotion into it like the right way because I was just like shaky about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Hmm.
like when Quincy asked me, I was like, nah, bro, I can't let that happen again. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's etched in my mind. Like I feel like what I said at my brother's was good, but like it was like I just the way I got it off, it was like, whatever.
Yeah, I feel you.
So like I definitely wanted to make sure I didn't do that with Quincy's wedding.
Yeah. Well, big shout out to my now wife for taking the lead on basically coordinating all of it, man. It was amazing, bro. She did her big one, as Joe would say. But yeah, nah, hats off to her and had a great time, man. Definitely week to be remembered for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was epic, man. That was super epic. Um, like Joe said, it's crazy how much like how even like on the other side of that, like that first day felt so long, bro. That Friday when we got
Mhm.
there, it just felt like it was never gonna
Everybody
end.
was
And
tired.
then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like we already just passed a weekend, like after, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's just crazy how time moves, bro.
Facts, man.
That's for sure.
But yeah, man. kind of wanted to get into the Tyreek Hill thing, but I think we could just save that for next week because it'll still be relevant.
Let's hear what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
There's a lot. There's just a lot
there's still
still
more
coming
developments. The body cam footage came out, so that was pretty eye opening. So once a little more information comes out, we'll tap into it next week. You hear me? But you already know.
Hey, stay butter, stay demure.